Hello there, Cardinals. It's me, Mr. Ernst, and today we're going to be talking about how to graph with the slope. So last time I was giving you guys the graph and you were finding the slope. This time I'm giving you the slope and you guys are going to create the graph. So, for example, let's say that our slope is going to be equal to 1 over 1. Now, just like last time, remember that this is a code. This is going to tell us how to actually create the line. The top part, the numerator, still represents the change in y over, and the bottom part represents my change in x. Cool? So if I'm looking back up here, I know that it's 1 over 1. So that means that I have change in y is 1 over my change in x, which is also 1. So when we're plotting this, I'm going to start down here. If I'm not given, if this is the entire thing I'm given, then we can assume I'm starting down here at 0, 0. I'm now going to use this as a key to find out where my next point on this graph needs to be. The change in y is only going up by 1, and the change in x is only going up by 1. So I can start here. I'm going to go up by 1. And I'll go to the right by 1. And that shows me where the next point in the line is. Very, very close. I can continue to do this following this same pattern here to map out the rest of the line. Up 1, over 1. Here's the next point. Once again, up 1, over 1. And here's the next point. Once you get a few of these points in the row, you can grab a ruler or the edge of a book, or in this case, I'm going to be grabbing my line tool, and you can draw the line through them. Once you start to see where the pattern is, you can draw the line through it, and you have completed your graph. Notice I don't need to go back and put in every single one of these points. Once I start to see the pattern, I can draw a line through it and graph out my slope. Okay? Let's see another example of that. I'm just going to erase these. Whoop and whoop. This time, our slope is going to be 2 over 1. Same type of thing. Again, if this is the only thing we're given, we're going to assume it's starting at 0. And just like before, my change in y is going up now by 2. So I'm going to count up 1, 2, and then it's going to come over by just 1 still. It's only a 1. And my next point's going to be here. A little bit taller this time. Again, go up by 2, 1, 2, over by 1. And here's my next point. One more time, go up by 1, 2, and over by 1. Again, once I start to see my pattern, I can grab my ruler, or my line tool in this case, and I can line this all up, and boom. Now I have graphed out my slope of 2 over 1. Let's see. Last example of this, we'll do one that's a little bit different, where we're both weird numbers. Top number this time is going to be 3. So we're going to have 3, whoops, that's the line tool. 3 over 4. So once again, given this, I'm going to start at 0. It's going to, the change in y is 3, so it's going up by 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. And then my change in x is going to be 4, so it's going to come over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my next point. Once again, I'm going to do this one more time. It's going to go up by 3, so 1, 2, 3. And it's going to go over by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's my next point. Lovely. Once again, grab your ruler, or in this case a line tool, draw it straight through those dots, and bada bing, you have successfully graphed out your slope. Now, let's take a look at, because we're also going to be using Desmos, I want to show you guys how to do this on Desmos. So here's what Desmos looks like, or how you guys are going to be seeing Desmos. The way this is going to work for you guys is very similarly. So let's say we were also doing that 3/4 one again, 3 over 4. I'm going to grab one of these points and set it on 0. Now I need to find out where I'm going to put this second point. So if it's going to be 3/4, I know it needs to go up by 1, 2, 3, and then over by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can set it right there. and boom. Notice on this one, I only have to set the 2 points, and then the rest of the line is done for me. As always, you guys, if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out or go back and double check this video. And yeah, have a great night.